Yeah, that noise, that wake-up sigh, pretty much accurately represents my position in life right now. That was a hell of a gasp. That was some serious inhalation. I suppose if you have just died from being hurled into the sun or whatever, then you probably are going to be a bit dramatic. I think that's fair to be a bit dramatic at that point. What does our ship's log say today? It says the Black Hole Forge. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. You're not wrong. An advanced warp core successfully forged for installation in the heart of the Astrid project. Okay. So, I think I'm going to stick with the plan I mentioned at the end of the last episode, where I'm going to try and land on the orbital gravity cannon on Giant's Deep. I think that's probably the most doable of my current situations until I have some sort of spark of inspiration vis-a-vis getting into the Astrid project. Which, as I say, I feel like that last teleporter will take me there. I'm fairly confident of that. I mean, I sat on it. I sat on it during the tornado, and it did nothing. I sat on it for like the entire cycle of the world, otherwise, and it did nothing. So I feel like we need to decode that little. That's what I was looking for. We have to decode that little issue. Work out how we can make that teleporter function again. I don't know if it's like something to do with we have to get there quickly enough. I know the tornado doesn't start immediately, right? It takes a little minute to get going, I think. Don't hold me to that. I don't know. It's a tough one. But this right here seems maybe slightly less tough. Oh, that was close actually. That was pretty fucking spot on. Aside from it not being spot on, but aside from that, that wasn't a bad shout. Oh, we can lock onto it. Did not realise that. Can we? Yeah, we can. Sweet. Well, that was a lot easier than I was expecting. I'm not gonna lie, I expected this to take me like many attempts. I expected this to be a many attempt sort of situation. That fucking chunk of gravity cannon flying around is quite unsettling. I feel like that's gonna cause me some issues at some point. Can we just... This feels really unsafe, but okay. I guess we'll just go in this hole. I guess. Right? I guess. I suppose this is a low gravity, if not no gravity area, so what can it do to me really? Without gravity, what is the real threat? I'll tell you, nothing is the real threat. Nothing. Place is cool. I believe I never came here earlier. We have a control module. We have a launch module. And we have a probe tracking module. That one seems like it's probably going to be the most useful, but I think we'll go 1, 2, 3. They're ordered in such a way that I'm gonna follow the numerical ordering system placed before me in such a way. Okay, all right. Trees detected. I'm on board with this place already. I like this place. This is nice. I don't know what. Oh, that's so we can. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, the stuff on the ceiling. Okay, we'll sort out the ground first, then we'll come back to the ceiling. There's a lot here. I can't believe I never came here. I just assumed it wouldn't be possible to land here because it was moving at such a speed around the planet, but I guess I was just a moron. Nothing new there, eh? Okay. What's this we're seeing a vision of? And I don't like the tree bouncing around. That's upsetting. Is this... Oh, there's cracks in the glass. Are we seeing the future? I mean, it can't be the past, right? Because, like, if it was the past, surely all this shit would still be broken, and it's not. Is this something that happens at some point during the cycle? Curious. Worth noting that we have a giant deep projection stone as well. Shall we just try that in here real quick? It's going to show us... It is. It's going to show us giants deep. This is that place again. That one place that we went to that one time. I don't really know what the point of these are. I don't know if it's just maybe meant to be like hints on other places you can go, perhaps, or something, but I don't know. Mallow, my better 50%. Cassava sending the last of the cannon components. Soon, relatively speaking, we'll know the eye's precise location. The thought of concluding our elder's curious and challenging search increases my heart's temperature, my love. Cassava tells me that... try that again. Cassava tells me he and the construction yard crew have determined a power setting we are not under any circumstances to go above. I see, and I am right to think that consequently we will be ignoring that setting. I can posit with nearly 100% certainty our friends have accounted for our natures, so I suggest we do. Giving the orbital probe cannon all the power it can structurally withstand creates the greatest chance of finding the eye of the universe. Hang on, I'm not done yet. Don't shitlog update me. Yes, the probe can travel as fast as it can and as far as it can. I'll make some adjustments. Do we get different... You just go there for a second. Do we get different words if we put a different thing in here? We do. I have bad news, Avens. Yarrow says there was a problem with the proposed power source, so the orbital probe cannon won't be asked to fire. I hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here, Cassava. I wish I were, my friend, but no, they aren't certain they can fix the problem, so the orbital probe cannon is in indefinite hiatus. Tell Pivot and Mallow they should return from the cannon. My spouse and I will remain at the construction yard for now. An update, Mallow and I will join you and Daz. Pivot left to visit her brother. She fears Idea may feel responsible. Okay. Okay, so they built this cannon. It had... They were going to put as much power as possible into it in order to try and find the eye of the universe, and then at the last minute they cancelled the whole idea, presumably for health and safety reasons. Presumably there was some sort of issue with it. Alright, we've got some little diagrams of Brittle Hollow and an orbital probe cannon. Very nice. What's next? Was that Brittle Hollow? No, that was the fucking Astrum, wasn't it? That's what that was. No, come back! Come back, ball! I'm not done with you. Come on. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Good ball. That's just an orbital probe cannon. Cool. Very nice. I don't think I'm going to get much from these, honestly, but... What the hey? Let's have a look. Go in. And that is... another orbital probe cannon. Oh, hello. Orbital probe cannon damage report. Severe structural stress detected. Accessing damage to modules. Control module intact, no structural damage. Yep, seems safe here. Launch module viewpoint window fractured, module exposed to vacuum of space. Okay, that's what we were seeing. We weren't seeing this room, we were seeing the other room, which is fucked. Got you. Probe tracking module missing. Ah. This might be all we can see here, to be fair. We'll stick our heads in the other rooms, but obviously not get too silly with it, because seems like there's a bit of risk involved. We might be alright in the launch module, as long as we don't get bodied by a floating tree, but it seems like that was the wrong button. Well, it wasn't the wrong button, I just wasn't close enough. You're the probe tracking module, okay. So, we will... Why must you fight me, video game? go for the launch module. We'll see how fucked this place really is. It doesn't have a door anymore. Oh, can we not get through? Probably get in from the outside, can't we? Thanks to the big boy crack. Something to bear in mind. Where is this? This one is just gone, right? It's just fucking gone. Hope we don't just get fucking yeeted into the blackness of space. Yeah, we stay in orbit around this, that's good, okay. I'm gonna try to navigate my way around to the broken window module, the launch module, that's the fella. But costing me a lot of fuel right now. The right one? Yeah, I think so. I think I see the crack. Let me in, you big boy. Let me in. Hello. Hello. Still a gravity floor. Can we get all up on the gravity floor? Yeah, thank you. This is control room projection stone. Yeah, we don't need to see that. We know what the control room looks like. What we need is available information. Actually, hang on, before we do that. Where's the probe tracking module now? This is the core of Giant's Deep. That's where this is. Okay. Okay, that got interesting. We can't interact with it, can we? Fuck, I thought we were done at the core, but no, this is interesting. Okay. Shit. Shit. You can never truly write a planet off in this game, can you? There's always more. Marlow, my better 50%. Cassava is okay. Okay, this is the same, right? But we've not read this one, I don't think. Imagine, Privet, the probe tracking module will be the first to know the coordinates of the eye of the universe. You'll be the first to see them. I am honoured and terrified. I won't ask the orbital probe cannon to use so much power that it breaks, will you? Fret not, my nervous friend. We only need to fire the probe once anyway, so who minds if it compromises the orbital space cannon's structural integrity slightly? Nope. Nope, not like that. I want this. Can I not read that? Because of the fucking tree? There we go. I would mind, Mallow. I would mind because we won't be capable of receiving our probe's data if the probe tracking module is destroyed. Okay. Nothing functional on the ceiling of this one. I think we're done here. I think the most interesting thing we got from this is that little tidbit about where the probe tracking module, the same probe tracking module, which will tell us where the eye of the universe is. We now know that it is in the core of Giant's Deep. How the fuck, how the actual living fuck we get into the core of Giant's Deep is another question entirely. Because obviously we've been under the tide, we've seen the core, but actually getting inside it, that is something else entirely. Do that. A bit short on fuel. What does our log have to say about all this? Where's the control module still question marking at me? One of the orbital probes. What cannon's 3 modules? Any Nomai aboard the probe tracking module will be the first to see the coordinates of the eye of the universe. A Nomai computer reports the probe tracking module is missing. I saw the probe tracking module through a Nomai projection board. Looks as though the module is underwater. I can see purple electricity outside the viewport. I don't know why this is still question marking at me. Are we not done in there? Is it? It's probably worth going back in to double check, isn't it? Like, if I don't find anything, I don't find anything, but... What? Have I somehow locked myself out of here? Yes, because I came out through the fucking... Oh, shit, okay. So... I guess we won't double check that place just yet. I don't know what we could have missed. I was fairly thorough in that room, I think. But we'll let this go. We're going back to Giant's Deep. I thought getting under the tide was just so we could go, ooh, the core's really pretty, and then get up under there, which obviously was a benefit to doing that, but not the benefit to doing that. I don't know if this is anything. I mean, it's probably not. Not really much we can do with it, but worth acknowledging anyway. Where's the is it this one? It's this one, isn't it? I think. Is it you? You're spinning the other way to several of the others, yeah. This one. Okay, so inside here, I'm pretty certain it's inside anyway, it's not just like floating around here somewhere, is it? And I just failed to spot it. Yeah, I think it's inside the core. I think. Pretty sure. What do we have to do to get through the electrical force field? Is there anything we can do to get through the electrical force field? The jellyfish seem to be able to pass through it just fine. Can we become a jellyfish? Can we ride a jellyfish? Probably what that light in the middle of there is, isn't it? They did say that the turn this off for a second. They did say that the probe module or whatever should be capable of sending messages back, right? As long as it doesn't go too far. Although maybe all this electrical interference is going to cause an issue with that. Nearly. You nearly got me. You nearly lured me in with your siren song. I don't know. I don't know what the solution is here. Something I'm missing. Should have known that getting under the water in Giant's Deep would be more important than it was. Although, to be fair, we did discover some cool shit in that tower, but this core clearly isn't just for show. There's clearly a reason for it. Fuck. With like 6 A's. I'm not saying fuck, because that's a bad word. I would never say that. I'm saying fuck. You know? And I can just float around here all day, but I feel like there is something to the fact that these jellyfish can go in and out of here. Do any of the rock formations, after being tossed into the air and dropped again, do any of them actually puncture the core before they float back to the surface? kind of a difficult thing to really judge, isn't it? I don't think so though, like they're all pretty high up there. I can float around here all day, but it's not really going to get me anywhere, is it? Looking at this, seems like some sort of coral, or like, I don't know, a brain stem for whatever this fucking thing is. I don't think it really helps me, but it's just like the only thing my eye is drawn to in the entire sphere. To be fair, there is several bits of it, not just the one I initially assumed. Not really anything we can scan for there. Not going to be a distress beacon in it. It's not quantum for once. I very much doubt that any of my friends are going to be living in the core of Giant's Deep. So I'm kind of whittling this down to two options. Either A, we teleport there, which, let's face it, that wouldn't be the first time that was the solution in this game. Or B, we need to learn more about these fucking jellyfish, because they can just sort of come and go as they please. There might be something to that. But either way, I feel like we're still lacking in information at this point, as we have been for like this entire playthrough. It really triggers me that this is still saying question mark though. This isn't fully informationized. I mean, that's the one room I did properly explore, right? I sort of rushed the launch module because it was dangerous. But there's something in there. Suppose we can try and go back up. There's no answers here for me, clearly. Not yet, anyway. There's the big tornado. In fact, that would do. That'll get me back into space, right? Take me up. You're doing a bad job of taking me up. I'm doing this entirely under my own steam right now. There we go. Where are you then, probe cannon? Way over there. Dang shame. Oh no, those are just the actual cannon parts. Where's the... Look. Look, gravity, stop. Stop, gravity. Where's the actual module thing? The actual structure? Is it gone? Did something happen to it? I don't see it anymore. I just see the chunks. Did it sort of spin out? Has it gone on its own little journey? Or is it just like conveniently always on the opposite side of the planet to me? That sun's not looking very healthy. I don't think we've got much time left in this cycle. Like 20-something minutes long, right? I feel like we've used most of that. Is that it? That's it, yeah. Oh, there's the sound we all wanted to hear. I ain't got time to do this shit now. I'm gonna try, but... trying is worth nothing. It's one thing you have to realise. There is no try. To get back in through the broken module, which presumably isn't this one, because this one is functional. Here? Is this our way back in? Oh, okay. I think we maybe went a bit too far out. I think maybe we have lost our gravitational pull from the place we wanted to be, and now we're just going to suffer in the vastness of space until the sun explodes. Which, let's face it, is a very good metaphor for mankind. There's the fucking launch module. The launch? Yeah, the launch module. Probe tracking module. The way in that we want. I mean, it's too late now. It's too late now. It's all over now. We're not doing nothing at this point. Goodbye, cruel world. I'm leaving you today. Goodbye. 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 Right. Right. So, the remaining threads, the remaining little dangling threads above my head that I'm desperately trying to pluck at and keep slipping through my greasy little fingers, the remaining little story beats that we need to really hone in on at this point. The teleporter to the Astrum project and how to get that working again. The orbital probe tracker module and how to get into Giant's Deep to gain access to that. And I guess the most easily accessible, if you want to call it that, of my remaining options is returning to Dark Bramble and trying to find some shit in there. So that's what we're doing. I really don't like this planet. If Dark Bramble didn't exist, if as I mentioned like last time I was here, I'm cool with the whole anglerfish thing. That's pretty neat. I'm not cool with the absurd maziness of this place. Like, to the point where I now understand, I think, I'm fairly confident in the fact that it is not randomly generated every time you go into a room. But even so, I thought it was for like an entire solid hour, because it is so fucking confusing in there, you know? This planet really does sort of bring down the game in my eyes. Like, some people absolutely loathe the water temple from Ocarina of Time and say that's the big turn off in that game. This is my water temple. You know what I mean? So we need to explore. We need to discover what each of these lights are and where they each lead. But the problem with that is that some of the lights are anglerfish. That's where the real problem comes in with this whole scenario. Some lights are bad lights. I'm not sure if there are any in this first room, but I'm going to be careful anyway, because Well, that's a hard yes. That is a hard yes. I barely use my engines. Fuck you. It must have been when I bounced off the tree. They must hear that as well. Well, that was a fucking great start, wasn't it, to this whole exploring Dark Bramble thing. Here's the thing, I know I can go into that orange one at the start, and I feel like there are places to go from that orange one that I haven't explored, but I can't remember which ones I have and haven't, you know what I mean? Bramble should be about there, yeah. I mean, if I always enter from the same hole, from this front-facing hole at the start, hopefully I'll be a bit less confused. Don't you dare plunge me into the sun again, autopilot. Don't do it, autopilot. That was a close run thing there, autopilot. My ship is made of wood, I just want to point that out. And I fly very close to the sun on a regular basis. I can only assume it's like very well treated wood. It's got a very thick layer of varnish on it that just keeps those like multi-million degree centigrade temperatures from causing me any spontaneous combustion issues, you know. Okay. So I think this one right in the middle was the anglerfish, I think. That's something over there. We'll approach it cautiously, because if there's only 2 lights in there, we know that is the infinite loop. We don't want to fuck with the infinite loop. It looks like there's only 1 light in there. So maybe it's safe to go in this one? Maybe this is somewhere we ain't been yet? Watch this 1 light just be an anglerfish. We can all see it coming, right? Nothing else in this area. Oh, this seems good. Pick up the pace. Oh! Wow. Okay. Alright. Alright, if that be how it be. Good. Good. Swell. Fabulous. I mean, at least we're slowly writing off our options, right? We can say that at least. At least we're whittling down. You know what we should be doing? You know what we should be doing? We should have our signal scope up, listening for that joyous little tune. Because then at least we'll have a vague direction. I know it took us to that core thing that we couldn't get into last time. But I don't know, maybe there will be alternate paths as well. Like, presumably we can get to this dude who's locked inside the dark bramble. He is in there somewhere. Since we can't actually get in through that seed, there must be like an alternate route round to there, in theory. It's a strong theory. I personally believe in my theory. I think it has legs. They might be broken at the knees, but they are legs. They do exist. All you need is a strong set of crutches and your legs will work fine, you know? I don't know where this metaphor is going anymore. But in my head it made sense for a little while, so we just have to accept it at this point. Right. So, are we getting a signal? That bottom one. The one we were heading for last time when the anglerfish made us very sad. Okay. Oh, fuck. This is bad. This is very bad. Can I miss it? Please let me miss it. Please let me not touch its teeth. That will be very bad. That will be a bad time. Okay, okay, we've skimmed past it. That does not mean we're in the clear, but it does mean we've skimmed past it. Heading for the orange one again now, which wasn't really where I wanted to go. I wanted to try and follow this, but it's right there. How close to the fish are we? Is it that light over there? I don't see it anymore. Are we safe to use it? Oh no, there it is. I stand corrected. I've also lost my target. Where's my target? Over there. Okay, cool. I really want to give myself a little boost in that direction. Okay. Okay, it didn't hear that. A bit cocky now. I think we're good though. Hold up. Did that light just disappear into lots of little lights? What happened there? Oh. No, there is a path here. It just, it got very confused for a second. That was odd. Okay, alright. Is this the one that's just filled with anglerfish? Is that what this one is? Again, we have a target here. But goddamn, this could be... Oh, we have 2 targets. That's interesting. We have 3 targets, oh fuck. Any one of them could be the solution. I'm gonna pick this one. At least one of these lights is guaranteed to be an anglerfish, so I'm going to have to proceed with extreme caution here. I feel like I probably just headed for the middle one last time, right? That's probably what I did. Oh. Well, this was... We reached this quickly. In we go, I suppose. Alright. I mean, as long as we're hearing a signal, it's a positive thing, right? We know this isn't an anglerfish. As far as I can tell, there's only one fucking light in here, so... This should be a fairly safe room. In theory. In theory. I'm not going to get too cocky. Han Solo taught me well. That is an angler... Is it a dead anglerfish? Or is this dude just living in the mouth of an anglerfish? No, I think we're safe here. Yeah, that's like punctured by trees and shit. That is a dead anglerfish if I ever saw one. Sweet. We found something in Dark Bramble. Purely by luck. Like, there was fucking 3 sources of this signal. Can I maybe... Can I... It's quite difficult to land in here. Quite... Yep, okay. Oh, there's the seed again. I guess that's why we could see the, we got the signal from the seed, because I guess that seed is like a central teleport system or something. It's not one we can actually use. I'm trying to get my ship down. I'm trying to get my ship down here. I really am. I guess this is maybe the best we're going to get. Something like this. Oh, that is not a good place for me to leave my ship. Please don't let it float away while I'm having a little chat with my friend here. He is here. Yeah, he is here. Cool. Whoa! Where'd you come from? No one's come here in, well, ever actually. That makes you the second Harthian to ever reach the Dark Bramble. After me, of course. Well done. Say, it's you. They made you an astronaut? And you haven't blown yourself up yet? Well, good for you. We all thought you were dead for sure. What? Me? Killed off by thorny extra-dimensional plants that entirely violate the laws of space and time, and a couple of giant predatory fish with gaping maws and enormously large fangs? Not in this lifetime, little buddy. I set up camp here when my ship got stuck here in Dark Bramble. Been living off the land ever since. Got stuck? But aren't you the greatest pilot in Harthian history? Ha! You flatter me. I like it. I came to Dark Bramble for the excitement. I just finished off exploring the core of Giant's Deep and needed a new challenge, and none of us had ever gone farther than the Dark Bramble's ice field, so I thought, hey, let's give it a try. I've been cruising around for a while, dodging the odd massive interdimensional vine bristling with thorns, and then I run into this huge anglerfish, the biggest I've ever seen. I pull a few stunts, try and shake the thing off, nothing too fancy. I'm going full speed when the fish clips me, knocks me into a vine, and well, like I said, I crash. Blammo! On impact, my ship starts making noises like it's coming apart from the inside, and I think, well, that ain't great. Sure enough, I barely get out of there before the electrical system starts sparking like crazy. It's either move fast or die unpleasantly, so I had to put a little distance between me and my poor fried ship. I camped out near where I crashed first. I found the skeleton later. Great find. Would have been stupid not to use it. So I moved my setup over here and planted my emergency tree seeds. Been here ever since. Can't believe you didn't die. You know, back in the old days, I used to think the same thing every time I came back from a flight in one piece. These days, I'm used to it. Anyway, that's how it all went down, hatchling. Story's over, but feel free to stay and enjoy the fire a while. Or don't, the fire's not going anywhere. Is this something you wanted? You reached the core of Giant's Deep. How'd you do it? Giant's Deep core, huh? That's a wild one. But since you're asking, I gotta assume you haven't made it down yourself there, right? Well, I'll tell you now, but it kinda feels like cheating. On a completely unrelated note, that sure was a big hollow vine my ship crashed into. Yep. If I were you, I'd take a walk and see where it ends. You'll want to go to the tail end of the anglerfish skeleton there and look for a flickering light in the fog. That'll be my old ship. Path starts there. Anything else? Where should I explore here? That's the spirit. Anywhere's good, but you know, the space is weird here. Intensely. Ever tried throwing your probe into one of those weird seeds? See there, with the little opening? It's just big enough to launch one through. Your probe tracker will tell you the probe is in two places at once, but I don't think that's wrong exactly, because space doesn't work right in here. That seed looks small, see, but inside, it's bigger. Much bigger. I've had a lot of time to think about this, and my theory in space is Dark Bramble kind of expands as you go through each sphere. That's why it's bigger inside those seeds. Well, that's my theory. Keep that in mind when you're exploring Dark Bramble, and maybe you won't get lost inside forever. Good luck. Still wanted to ask, should I tell ground control to come get you? Oh yeah, sure, whenever you have the time. Frankly, quite like it here. Quiet and peaceful-ish. You're a little young to understand, but it's a lot of pressure, being the best that there ever was. Catching them is my real test, training them is my cause. It's been nice to have a break. Alright, fair enough. Where's my ship? Error duplicate signal chip. What? What do you mean error duplicate signal? That's my ship. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Is it saying my ship is also through? Let's just know I've done this once before, but... See, now that's interesting. Huh. Alright, okay. Very interesting. Where did he say to go? Follow this out the back. I should probably do this in my ship, right? That's probably more sensible than fucking wandering. I mean, I'm pretty certain this whole area is safe, right? There's one light and it's from a dead anglerfish, so I think we're in the clear around here, around these parts. He said there was something if you follow the vine out the back. Well, he said his ship was when you follow the vine out the back. And presumably something else if you keep going from what you were saying. Which vine does he mean? There's a lot of vines. There's a lot of big boy vines out here. And none of them appear to be his ship. This flickering light probably is though, right? Ow. Stop, vine. Stop. Yeah, here it is. Oh, this vine. This vine that we can go inside. Oh, what the fuck? Thanks for the warning, dipshit. Thanks for the warning about the vine that electrocutes ships. That was... This guy's trying to get me killed. This guy's an absolute fucking cock. Can I land my ship somewhere? Is it safe to land my ship on here? Say fish. Say fish. It is floating away though. That might become an issue at some point. I need to repair something. This? Probably this. The electrical systems, yeah, that sounds fairly important. I was still able to steer the motherfucker though. Was this like... What was this breaking? Was it like my oxygen or something? Alright, see you later, ship. I want to just try a few things. First off, his ship is currently spinning through space over here. I want to see if he's got anything on board that might be useful to me. Though to be fair, I'm not sure I can get on board. Okay, fair enough. Back to the vine then. Wherever that was. There. Is it safe to go in as a non-ship? Can I just go in here? Oh to God, if I die. I think we're good. Okay. Kinda hard to see where I'm going right now. I guess this direction. I'm using so much fuel. It's going to become an issue very quickly. Okay. We just area transitioned. And there seems to be gravity here. Where the fuck am I? Oh. Speaking not, what, 10 minutes ago about needing to research these jellyfish? This is interesting. Trip number 4, entry, I'm going to say not 1. Crashes 3, Boeing crashes 0, personal best. Whoa ho! I never thought I'd see one of these beasties outside of Giant's Deep. They were awfully useful back there. Maybe a jellyfish could be useful here too. Blah, it tastes terrible. The outside is all rubbery and tough. Maybe it's because it insulates the jellyfish's insides from being zapped by electricity. Right, I'm going inside of this jellyfish's interior cavity to see if what's in there tastes any better. See that? Tells me. Tells me things. Maybe I was on the right track with... Oh, hello. Note to Feldspar, do not eat this even if you are dying. It would be too sad if the last thing you ever ate. If this were the last thing you ever ate in life. I guess these jellyfish are only useful for insulation from electricity. Again, do not eat. Love, Feldspar. I've got feelings about Giant's Deep now. I think I might have to bail out of my ship because the jellyfish aren't that big. And then just like get inside one. And that will take me into the core. That sounds like an awful, awful thing to do. Both for me and the jellyfish. I don't think either of us will enjoy it. But where the fuck am I? I'm on the surface of somewhere. Is this just like out on the like outside of Dark Bramble? What planet am I on here? Yeah, I know. I'm probably going to die out here. That's fine. I've kind of accepted that. This has got to be the surface of Dark Bramble, right? Okay, I guess I'll try and get back to my ship. Not even sure I remember where I need to go right now, but... I mean... Sure. We'll try this. I'm sure this will go just fine for me. Oh, this is the fucking entrance room again. I have no hope. I have no hope whatsoever. Oh, good. Oh, good. I mean, this way, right? If by some fucking miracle I make it back to my ship, I will be so impressed with myself. It's seeming unlikely right now, but just on the off chance that it does happen, I just want to give... Hang on, I know that hum. It's all irrelevant anyway. Anything I achieve at this point is pretty worthless. But fuck it. We're in the right zone. Delicate balance of fucking fuel versus oxygen at this point, because you need to go fast to get there before the oxygen runs out. But also... use up your fuel, you've got other problems. Hey, look, oxygen. Yeah, I'm going for it. I'm going to try and recover my ship. I've not got long now. Probably about 15 seconds. But that should just about be enough. It's pointless, but it's a small personal victory, you know? Fuel recovered, ship recovered, everything's great. Everything's great, nothing is going wrong. Oh boy. I'm proud of myself. I'm dead, but I'm proud of myself. Here it comes. I don't think I've ever seen this one in here before. I normally get killed by anglerfish instead, but this time I got to see what it's like for the sun to explode while you're inside a pocket dimension in a misty interspatial butthole. But all that said, good job today, team. We've discovered some shit today. It's been an all-round enjoyable time. Died a couple of times in dumb ways, but overall, a lot of knowledge was extracted, and I think we've had a successful little couple voyages. So yeah, cool. I'm happy. Just gonna toast a marshmallow. Can I not take? Oh, I just do it like this. Okay, yeah. Gonna toast a marshmallow real quick, and in fact, I'm just gonna burn it. I'm just gonna burn it to ash, and we're going to end here. Bye, marshmallow. I'll see you for the next video, which will probably be more. It might be more Dark Bramble. It might be trying out my new jellyfish theory. We'll see. Anything could happen. We'll see how I feel at the time. Until then, peace out, guys. And I burnt my marshmallow.